Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya Friday Live. Today is April the 8th, 2022. Let's start today off with a blessing, shall we? Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us a blessing for this 8th day of April 2022, a blessing for the collective. Oh, oh my goodness, we get the cherry tree. We get a blessed season. Each season of your life is a gathering of precious moments. Each one has its purpose, unique beauty, challenges, and blessings. Everything is always unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. All is a blessing and forever blessed. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Let me read this blessing again. Look at this beautiful tree. A blessed season. Each season of your life is a gathering of precious moments. Each one has its purpose, unique beauty, challenges, and blessings. Everything is always unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. All is a blessing and forever blessed. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello, Denny. Hello, Spirit Beyond the Stars. Hello, Joe Stone. Hello, Paisley. I am so happy that you are all here with me today. All right. My first question is from Beautiful Girl. And Beautiful Girl would like to know about Mark Pomeranz and Carrie Dunn. Those are the two district attorneys that resigned because of Alvin Bragg in New York, because of the DA. Will Mark Pomeranz and Carrie Dunn return to public service after what they've gone through with Alvin Bragg? Will Mark Pomeranz and Carrie Dunn return to public service? Oh my gosh, the first card out is the Ten of Swords. Oh my goodness. The answer is yes, both of them will. And look at this. I want you guys to see that we got the two of them twice. Okay. Tarot don't play around. Tarot knows what tarot is talking about. The first card we get is the Ten of Swords. This is the Death card. Repose. This is pain, stagnation. This is hurt. And this is what happened. This is why Pomeranz and Dunn quit, because they were hurt. They were furious, but they were hurt. The years of work that they have put in, to getting all that information, chasing down all those leads, hours and hours and hours of work thrown away by Alvin Bragg to do nothing else but to placate 45. Look at that card. Look at that is his face. Okay, below on the bottom, we get the Queen of Wands. Now, Queen of Wands, dark woman, lover of money, but this is a magic card. Okay, don't write these two off. Do not write this whole thing off. Okay, I know everything seems like that it's just gonna be done with, that Alvin Bragg is just wadded it up and threw it in the garbage can. Don't worry, okay? I don't know how. And we all know that 45 is not going to face the justice that he needs to face. But he is not going to get away with with the crimes that he has committed through the Southern District of New York, or Manhattan. I think this is Manhattan. Um, but he's not going to get away with it. The next card we got, what's behind him is the Fool. This is folly and mania. Okay, and I know we're talking about Pomeranz and Dunn, but this all ties back into 45. Okay, everything that's being done is because of this power that he has. Now, 45, born under that lucky star, has not faced any consequences for anything he has ever done in his entire life. His ship is now yawing and weighing. He does not have open waters anymore. His protection has been pulled. However, he still has protectors, and those protectors are his base and the people who will lay down upon swords to shield him from his own crimes. Okay. Hello, Jasmine. Hello, Linda. I am so glad you are here. Okay. Below, we get these two attorneys are holding the weight of the world in their hands. This card is telling me that what they did was so big, and their resignation letters hold so much weight. Their resignation letters are going to be what is used to remove Alvin Bragg from his position. The resignation letters that Pomeranz and Dunn wrote, pointing the finger, giving that evil little eye right back to Alvin Bragg, is what is going to relieve Bragg of his duties. It is going to show him to be complicit, and they are going to try to say that he was not just complicit, but that he aided and abetted. That's what he did. That his failure to prosecute those crimes, equals aiding and abetting a felon. And that's what Alvin Bragg is going to be charged with. That's what is going to get him relieved of his duties for failure to do his job. But the question is about Mark Pomeranz and Dunn. And yes, they will return to public service. Guys, they may return back to New York, to being New York attorneys after Bragg leaves, but it will be after Bragg is gone. And they want it to be ceremoniously done, humiliate Bragg. And I don't blame them, because bad people, bad actors should be drugged. They should have to explain to the whole world why they are on the side of crime, of wrong. Okay. Hi, V Coolwater. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah. Hi, Lucille. Hi, Lucille. Someone must know something about Bragg, or he's filling his pockets with money. Lucille, that is absolutely correct. Somebody found Alvin Bragg's magic number before he was even made the Attorney General. Like I said before, Vance, I think that's his name, the one who was there before him, had every opportunity to bring this. This could have been done with. He was compromised. So Vance, that's his name. He was compromised. He handpicked Bragg to run in this. Bragg was just needed the right number to be thrown at him. They found the number, they threw it at him, he accepted, and he gave that pass. That is going to turn around and bite him in the backside. Hello, Roland. How are you? Okay. V Coolwater, still recovering from that nasty stomach bug. Oh, I'm so Sorry that you're sick. Just remember, guys, norovirus is out of control in North America right now. Hand hygiene, hand hygiene. And if you're out and about and eating out, make sure that you look around the restaurant, the facilities. Look before you place your order. Look at the workers. Look at their hands. Are they clean? Look at the counters. Look at the tables. Guys, it is very important that we take our health and safety extremely seriously right now. With America open, there is already a preponderance of new COVID cases just because America's open for business. Okay. And they ain't going to close down right quick. No, they're not. This is going to be able to take another foothold. Protect yourselves. Cook at home for a couple of weeks, guys. Cook at home. Try not to eat out too much because you are setting yourself up to get infected. And we all know it does not matter whether you are vaccinated or not. Being vaccinated keeps you off a respirator. It does not keep you from getting COVID. So let's make sure that we continue to take care of ourselves. Guys, make sure you're washing your hands. And I'm saying washing your hands, not just using hand sanitizer. That hand sanitizer is going to be part of the resurgence of this virus becoming harder to kill because we keep taking our natural protection off of our hands with that alcohol. Soap and water, guys. Soap and water is the best thing to wash your hands with. Put it in a squirt bottle, put it in your car, put a roll of paper towels in there. That way, when you're getting in and out, you can just spray a little on your hands and wipe it off. Soap does not harm your skin as bad as alcohol does. And alcohol kills the good stuff, the stuff that keeps MRSA out of you. Okay? So let's be careful with the alcohol. Wash your hands with soap and water so that we can all be here next year. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at the questions just to see if I've missed anything. Spirit Beyond the Stars says Bragg said he had stumbled up on some evidence and was going to be able to keep the investigation open. He already returned stuff. Alvin Bragg is a liar. He is lying, and what he's doing right now is just to cover his own hide. And if he has reopened the investigation, it is to cover his own hide. Okay, he's given evidence back to people. Okay, so just put it this way: if Bragg's lips are moving, he's lying. Period. If his lips are moving, he's lying. He is a sycophant. He has been paid off. He is on the dole. Okay, next question is from Jasmine. And Jasmine would like to know. She says, 45 is claiming that he might die before the next election. I already called that, though. Is this true? Or is he saying this so that he can, and guys, let me tell you what is going on with 45 and this money. If he says he is running for president, all the money that comes to him is now under rules. He can't just do anything with it. Now, while he has not formally thrown his hat into the ring, any money that he receives from his base is his to do with as he pleases, because he is not formally avowed that he was running for president. This is important. What 45 is doing right now is a huge grift. He is just getting as much money from his base as possible, going on these talk shows, saying he might run, okay? As soon as he makes that formal, he cannot take that money and do with it as he wants to. So, guys, don't look to see 45's actual being in the race, okay? Don't expect that, because I don't believe it's going to happen. He is on the grift. He's on the grift. He is stealing, and he can run around the country throwing these rallies because there's no law against it. Um, but he's doing this as I might run, which means he can just get as much money as he wants to. Okay. Oh, we got a. Oh, let's see what. Lucille. Okay. V Cool Water. Strange that all major Democratic officials are getting COVID. Obama, Clinton, Pelosi, etc. Okay, guys, remember this COVID strain, and you got nasty people in Congress. So if somebody's sick in there and they are one of those people, don't put it past them to be running around knowing that they're infectious and infecting other people. But again, being vaccinated is going to save you from being on a ventilator. Period. It's going to save you from being in the hospital or from being in the hospital for an extended amount of time. So don't worry about everybody who's getting COVID. COVID is not over. The reason that all these people are getting COVID is because I bet you they're running around without a mask on right now. And it's an airborne disease. Okay. So, I have that question here, but let's throw on 45 claiming that he may die. What is the truth behind 45? Is he sick? Let's ask that question. Is 45 suffering from some type of health issue that we are unaware of? Is 45 suffering from some type of health ailment? Or is he just lying? Can't ask two. That might be a yes. Is 45 suffering from some type of disease? Look at that, guys. First card. 45 is actually, well, I don't know why. If you eat KFC and McDonald's every meal of the day, you cannot be healthy. I mean, diabetes, high cholesterol, probably some form of cancer. But there's the answer, Jasmine. 45 is telling the truth about his health situation. He is actually sick. Let's ask the hard stuff. Let's go ahead and ask it. Will 45 be alive? No, I can't ask that. Will 45, let me put this card back in. Will 45 run for president in 2022? Will he make it official and actually run for president in 2024? Will 45 run for president in 2024? Different ace. Okay, guys. 45 is sick. Yes, he is. 45 is still going to throw his hat in the ring at some point. We have got to remain vigilant. We have got to be out there talking to these young people, not strong arming, just talking. People have got to understand that being on 45's side, being a part of that group, is death to America. Okay. Oh, man. Did not expect that card to come out. All right. Next question is, okay, and this is Jasmine's, and this is right back to you, V Coolwater. Jasmine and V Coolwater just said this next outbreak of COVID is hitting mainly Democrats. Why? And guys, I just said it, because everybody's running around unmasked. People are not keeping their hands clean like we were. You got to remember, we were retentive about cleaning our hands when COVID came out in 2020. And as time went on, that was the first thing to go by the wayside. Now remember, COVID is an airborne virus. Somebody sneezes on a handle at Walmart or whatever store on the buggy, and you put your hands there, you now have COVID on your hands. If you touch your eyes, nose, or mouth, you have just given that virus an entry into your body. This is everywhere we go right now. And you got to imagine that out of every 4 people you meet, one of them has COVID. Okay. This is real. We are in a real pandemic. It has not gone anywhere. The world is pretending like it is gone. It is not. Protect yourself. The government is not going to. We have to protect ourselves. Okay. Now what was I going to read on that? Oh, let me just throw it. And we'll ask the question this way: Is someone wait? Is there a plot to infect Democrats with COVID? There we go. It's silly, but let's ask it: Is there a plot to infect Democrats with COVID? Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't like conspiracy theories because they're conspiracy theories, but doggone it, we got a yes. Again, like I said, 1 out of 4 people has got it. And people running around Congress, if somebody has COVID and they know they have it and they're asymptomatic, they may very well be going around coughing, spitting, adulterating food to get people sick. So yes, Jasmine and V Cool Water, yes. Somebody is trying to make Democrats sick. Somebody is trying to kill Democrats with this virus. Um, Again, we have to look at the nature of these people. Somebody who would do this, but these are the same people who gave tours in the Capitol to let people know where people's offices were, how to get in and out of the building, how to commit murders. This is what we're dealing with. This is who we're dealing with. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next question is from Denny. Will there be, this one is about the electric cars. So we had a big discussion about electric cars, about renewable energy, and how they're disposing of batteries and things like this that leach and cause ecological damage to our planet. Denny's question is: Will there ever be a battery that will make all other batteries obsolete? Will it something that's rechargeable that you don't have to throw away? And before I throw the cards on that, I want everybody to understand something. I want you to envision the pyramids in Egypt or in South America, any pyramids anywhere, any pyramids that were ever built eons ago. There are no burn marks inside of these elaborate rooms. There are no torch marks. Nobody built this in the dark. We had electricity a long time ago, long before Edison ever was thought of. There was electricity. Okay. There were ways that people did things. People were big in the Egyptian era. We are very small compared to the people who were back then. Okay. And I need everybody to kind of just follow me here. We cannot get to where we were technologically in the Egyptian days, because that was alien intelligence. Okay. When they left and left us here to figure it out, we literally are doing things backwards. Okay. Air, solar, and wind energy could run this entire planet cleanly. Okay. Denny's question is, will there ever be a battery that will make all others obsolete? And what I'm trying to say here with what I was saying is we've gone backwards, we are not moving forwards. We are regressing. We are not progressing. We came from extremely intelligent beings to being almost puddles of mud. We have gone in reverse. Okay, that's the first thing I want everybody to understand. And that at the zero, when this is over and our consciousness reawakens, we will be back to where we were then. And things like exterior battery packs, things such as this, are going to be how they were eons ago. Something that doesn't take up space in your house, does not litter the country with wires running across everywhere. All of that stuff was never needed. And you know that because the internet does not need a wire to come into your house, into your phone. Okay. It's over the air. That technology, the light technology, energy, is all on that same plane. It will be reintroduced to us. However, it will only be when men are not trying to profit off of it. Because the only reason that we are where we are now, that we don't have free energy, that we are using oil cars, gasoline cars, that we're destroying this planet, is for profit. Because rich people want to charge you to have lights. They want to charge you to be able to get from point A to point B. We have to understand where we are. Okay, let me throw these cards. Will there ever be a form of energy that will make batteries obsolete? How's that? First card, yep. Yes, there will. Yes, there will. We get the Temperance card, the very first card. When this earth gets brought back into balance, okay? We have a lot of hard stuff to go through because of some selfish people on this planet. 45, Vlad, despots, people who want to control the existence of other people. Okay, the Saudis, the UAE, uh, all of these people who just don't want you to speak, don't want you to be an individual, don't want you to have any rights. They only want you to do as you're told, period, and work until you die. That is what the ultra rich want for us. They want us to do as we're told and work for them, make them richer without them giving us anything. That is what the agenda of the 1% is. We are nothing more than batteries for their use. Okay? They don't care. They don't care. Okay. There's lots of sorries going on here. What's going on in the chat? Okay. V Cool Water says, let me see, Democrat Amy Barra, poor guy needed to get 7 rabies shot. Oh my goodness, you guys are talking about that fox that was running around the Capitol. Okay, Jasmine says 2 men charged with impersonating federal agents are after meeting Jill Biden's security detail. Two men charged with impersonating federal agents after meeting Jill Biden's security detail. Who is behind this? Oh my goodness, that sounds like an infiltration. That sounds like somebody is trying to get in somewhere. Jasmine, could you please rewrite that question so that I know how to ask it? Okay. Jasmine also says, a woman behind me at the grocery store checkout yesterday coughed and did not cover her mouth. Yeah, that's them. That's them. They are infected, don't care. Coughing all over everything. Expect in the next 6 weeks, guys. Expect it. Prepare for it. There will be another explosion of COVID-19. Fresh new infections. And now, because it's going to be with all these unmasked people, this is where the new variants come from. This is where the dangerous variants come from. Guys, please, please, please keep your mask on. Please keep your mask on. Please. Okay. I know it's uncomfortable. I know everybody wants to show off their face and makeup, but is it worth it? We are not out of this, and it's about to get really bad. We're going to have war, disease, and now we're going to have freaking famine because people can't get their crops in the ground. Okay? We are at this turning point. I am not trying to scare you, but y'all need to understand what is going on. This is not tiddlywinks. We have lived our whole lives just abusing this planet. Now we see the damage that we have caused, and everybody thinks that we're just going to get out of it. We're not, okay? We are in the third turning. We are in the third shaking. This war that Vlad has started is going to precipitate the third shaking of this earth. The Hopi prophecy is in effect. If you don't know what it is, after this, just Google Hopi prophecy right here on YouTube and watch the video, okay? We have failed as a people to do what we are supposed to do to bring Gaia along peaceably. We started harming Gaia. We did the most unthinkable thing to our planet when the United States dropped Fat Man and Little Boy on Hiroshima. That changed our end game because we caused harm to the entire planet, not just to Japan. No, there are beings that live inside this earth that were affected, marine animals that live in the ocean that were affected by that bomb, those bombs. Okay. All right. So, okay. My phone's ringing. Now I'm distracted. Okay. Let's see. Two men charged at him. Okay. Who is behind this? Let's get to that one. Let's see. Two men charged with impersonating federal agents after meeting Jill Biden's security detail. Let's put it this way. Is the Biden security trying to be infiltrated by the GQP? Let's just put it that way. Is security for the Bidens trying to be infiltrated by the GQP or others? Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. And it's going to cause heartbreak. But they are going to find these guys. They're going to find these people who are doing this, and they will be brought to justice. This is going to be swift. What you're talking about, Jasmine, caused the whole security detail to change. There's going to be more better security, more vetting. Um, they're going to start, they're going to put extra steps when people are being moved around and new people are being brought into situations. Nobody's going to be surprised uh, anymore. There's going to be more newer credentials and things like that. That was a lapse. That's something that had been going on for a long time, and now they're going to have to go through and remove. They're going to have to go through and remove a whole bunch of fake uh, people who are impersonating agents that are running around. They will be found and they will be brought to justice, guys. Hi, Risa. Hi. Hi, Liz. Hi, Jens. Okay, let me see if I missed any questions. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Jasmine says slavery was abolished a long time ago. Someone needs to remind them. We have been slaves. We are not free, guys. And this is one thing that everybody in America needs to understand. Really needs to understand. Slavery just went from being imprisoned to being you're a slave in a different way in America. You're a slave by with your taxes, with your jobs, okay, with the inhumane way that they can force you to work and not pay you, that they can have you work extra hours and then try to flex you off instead of paying you time and a half. No, slavery is not over. And we are enslaved now. And what is happening is the breaking of this cycle, the awakening is us realizing that we are slaves and changing that dynamic, not giving our energy to the 1%, taking away, stop feeding them, they will die. Okay. And that's what's going on. Um, we can't have a world for profit because we leave half of the people out of it. Greed, avarice are the downfall of mankind. Wanting riches above all is the downfall of humanity. And only because with that want comes greed. With that want comes separation because people want to have money, but they don't want other people to have it. They want to be the only one driving this big fancy car. They want to be the only one living in this big fancy house, not wanting to share the wealth, not wanting to share prosperity. Greed, hatefulness is why we are where we are. Oh, Risa, exactly 3 hours behind you. Okay. So if it's 11, if it's, was 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, it's 2:30 there right now. It's 11:30 here. Okay. Jasmine, these men posed as agents working for the Department of Homeland Security and infiltrated Jill Biden's detail. Yes. And because of that, things are going to change. That's not going to happen. They're going to find a whole lot of infiltrators. They're going to clean it up. Looked it up. Connection to Pakistani intelligence. Wow. Wow, scary. Yes, it is some scary stuff. Jen says, I see Biden is livid about this. The Secret Service is dirtier than an East London pub toilet at closing time. Nice, Jens. Nice. Yes, there's a lot of dirt, but like I keep saying, 45 while he was in office had every opportunity to put corrupt people everywhere. everywhere, and they are everywhere. They have access to making badges, to being in places that they should not be in at all. He had 4 years to do this. And then in the last 2 months of his presidency, he made sure that Biden could not even check what he was doing. Everybody must remember this. Like I keep saying, I keep reminding you guys, 45 left landmines everywhere, everywhere. And the people that are loyal to him will do anything for him. Okay, and this is just the way that it is. It doesn't matter that they know he's wrong. It doesn't matter that they know that this is traitorous. They have chosen, they have made their decision that that's what they want to do, who they want to follow. There's nothing any of us can do to change that. What we have to do is protect ourselves from them. Denny says, oh, wait, Jasmine says, I went to Hiroshima, Japan, and visited the museum. What a horrific scene. It would have to be. It's death. And not only death, we dropped a chemical bomb on Japan. America did this. Children are still being born with birth defects from those bombings to this day. Okay, we have to understand what America has done in our name, and we have to shift as much karma as we can from ourselves for this before the karma hits this country. Okay, so do your good deeds, do your good works, and don't expect nothing in return. Be happy, say nice things to people, use your heart, speak from your heart. We have got to alter our entire way of thinking. We have allowed our history to glorify the death of Native American people on these soils. Western movies and books glorify the slaughter of the Native American and change the dialect to calling the native a savage instead of calling the people who invaded this land and murdered and pillaged and raped savages. This is where we are. This is where we are. And this is what I keep trying to explain this every show, that the karma that America has, it's real. The suffering that is coming to us is real, and it is a part of this karma. I'm asking you guys to prepare so that when these times hit, you won't be languishing. Okay? A little preparedness for what's coming cosmically, even though it may not change the outcome, can definitely help you to survive a little bit more comfortably when things get really, really hard. And they are going to. I don't want to speak ill about any other reader, but I'm going to say this because I'm tired of everybody just trying to make rainbows and sunshine and ice cream out of everything that is going on this planet. Nobody is listening to a psychic to hear them say everything is going to be just fine. Don't worry. You're here because you understand where we are. You're here because bad shit coming. And I am not going to be one of those talking heads that's going to sit here and try to stroke your ego and pretend that bad shit is not happening. We've got to look at ourselves in the mirror. We've got to look at how we have allowed this country, this world, this planet to fall into disrepair to the point to where now the sirens are going off. The planet is heating up faster than you can say, boo. This is real. This is real. And so many hundreds and hundreds of readers want to sit there and tell you everything's going to be just fine. Oh, everything's going to be just fine. Everything's going to be. No, things are going to be the way that they're going to be. We're going to get out of this and we are going to turn the page into what we're going to be. We got some shit to go through. We got some shit to go through because we have put ourselves in this, okay? We've got to change who we are. We've got to change who we are, how we give our energy, how we live every day. Stop hating. Number one, stop hating. Stop hating people. Stop it. If you don't know somebody, how can you hate them? Eliminate that word from your vocabulary. Look at people as acquaintances you haven't met yet. Now, I'm not saying that you can't dislike somebody because there's a lot of people that you shouldn't have anything to do with. However, hate, that is a strong word. That's like stabbing somebody in the heart. You stab them in the heart, you've mortally wounded them. Whether you pull it out or not, the wound is done. When you hate someone, you stab them. Whether they deserved it or not, you mortally wounded them. Hate is a living thing. It takes legs, it walks, it causes trouble. Look around our world. The hate that you see, the GQP, that spell, that hypnosis that they are operating under, that makes lies flow out of their mouths with no effort. This is what we have to deal with. If you align yourself with that energy, it will consume you. You have to not take hate out of your vocabulary, out of your body, okay? We all need to sit in silence. We have to understand what we can do and what we are responsible for, what we have done with our intentions, our thoughts, how we keep evil alive through hatred, mistrust, gossiping. That's us. That's us feeding the beast. I didn't want to rant. I'm sorry. Okay, let me get back over here to these questions. Jasmine says the atomic bomb was the atomic bomb used was on display. Also, the burnt bodies of the Japanese people that were killed. Oh my God! Oh my gosh! I couldn't. I don't know how you could have seen that. Denny says sounds like the whole Republican Party to me, which is all about greed. But Denny, you can't look at one and show a blind eye to that which we are. Look at the Democratic Party too. You can't point fingers because there's four pointing back at you. We have people, and I'm going to throw Nancy under the bus. Nancy Pelosi has been in Congress longer than some people have been alive. She's rich, filthy rich. So greed is on both sides. Just because somebody does some good acts, pull the covers back. Okay? Remember, the right wing and the left wing belong to the same damn bird. Okay? There's no difference. It's two wings of the same creature. So what you see in one, you're going to see in the other. We are mirror images of each other. Again, when we point the finger and we say the GQP or the Republicans, that's four fingers pointing back at ourselves. Democrats are not blameless. Democrats owned slaves, just like Republicans did. Democrats were there. I'm sure there were some Democrats or Democratic people in that rally on January 6th. Okay, these are people. These are people and emotions, and this is what we have to get in control of. Jasmine said, yes, they sugarcoat things, and I don't like that. You don't. That's why I like you, period. Thank you, Jasmine. And I don't want to be the reader that's gloom and doom, but I ain't gonna lie to you. And we are not in rainbows and butterflies. That was like 1982 when we actually could have fixed stuff. Okay. The signs are all around us. We have to do is open our eyes. Um, This is Jasmine speaking. The signs are all around us. Just open your eyes. People who have eyes, let them see. People who have ears, let them hear. Say la. Yes, yes, yes. And Jen says, yes. So is her senator counterpart, Dianne Feinstein. Been in politics since the 70s. Yes. And look at the net worth of these people. Greed is greed. If you have people who stay in Congress that long have turned it into a business, okay? And you're just not hearing who they're selling out to. Nobody. And I hope this is one of the things that changes about our Congress in the end. I really, really hope that they put term limits on everything. And I mean 4 years, even on the presidency. 4 years. 4 years. You do what you do in 4 years and get out. Nobody needs to be in Congress or in the Senate, from the time they're 30 until they're 100. They are there to enrich themselves and to impoverish others. Okay. Didn't Who died? Did Feinstein die? I thought Feinstein passed away. I know it's one of somebody in California got on that bus. And guys, that bus is coming. Wait for that bus to pull up. These octogenarians are about to exit this planet. 2022, a lot of old people are going to go. A lot of these octogenarians are going to go feet first. V Cool Water. Will the GOP successfully hurt Disney for speaking out about the anti-LGBT law in Florida? Ooh, guys, come on, Disney. You talking big, big business. Disney is one of them one percenters. Okay, Disney is huge business. You're talking not just the parks. That's television, radio, media. Oh my gosh. Oh, but let's see what Terrell has to say. Will the GOP hurt Disney, or will Disney hurt the GOP? But I'm going to ask it this way: will the GOP hurt Disney with the anti-gay rhetoric? And Disney is the gayest place on earth. Here we go. I'm going to shuffle this another time, guys. Will the GOP hurt Disney with a don't say gay? Oh, we got the sun in the end. But the first card out, we get fighting. They're in for a fight. Disney is going to put it on them. And we got a happy home. Guys, we got a yes that it's going to hurt Disney, but I don't think it's going to hurt Disney in the way that we're thinking it's going to hurt Disney. We have a lot of positive, very positive cards here. Disney is an entity, a very powerful entity that owns a lot of stuff, that pays for a lot of Republicans, a lot of politicians, period, donates a lot of money to a lot of politicians, not solely on one side or the other. This is big business paying off who is going to get them what they want. Disney is well versed in protecting their assets, so they're not afraid of a money thing. Money is not the problem. Here we get the maybe card. Maybe was the first kind of yes that we got. The Republican Party, the only way that they are going to harm Disney in any way is going to actually be at the parks. And this is their no cancel culture when they start telling people to boycott Disney. It's coming probably in the next couple of days, but they're going to say, boycott Disney. Don't go to Disney. That's not going to work. But it will. Florida, there's a lot of Republicans there. So it's going to be a little war on Disney in Florida. But in the grand scheme of things, uh, Disney is going to handle the GQP. It may suffer some ticket sales at the park because of it could even be people picketing, Republicans picketing in front of the park, slowing people's entry in. Just some bad behavior, bad people making things worse. And that's what I see. I see people outside of the park, um, signs, uh, nastiness, blocking the entry, calling people names. It's going to hurt some ticket sales, but then they'll get it under control. Oh, Feinstein's husband died. Okay, all right. Like I said, guys, I don't watch the news, so I just knew somebody. I thought it was Feinstein herself had died, but if it was her husband, then okay. Do you see our youth vote this fall? We really need them. And Liz, I said this at the beginning of the show. Make sure that everyone engages with the young people in your lives. Talk to them, help them to understand how important it is to vote. Let them know what's going on. A lot of these young kids are plugged in, but let's see. Will the youth carry this vote in 22 and 24? Will the young people come out to vote in 22 and 24? Will the youth of this country come out to vote in 2022 and 2024? Yep. First card. Yes. Just like they did in 2020, guys. Yes, the youth are going to come out in droves. They are going to seriously help us. We're going to be in a better place once we get out of this chaos, because we are in severe times. We are going to be beat up uh, by the time this is said and done. We've got so much stuff that is coming at us, but yes, the youth, and not just in America, the youth are going to help us turn the corner. Okay, they are going to be a big part of change. Liz L says Disney is like a small independent country in Florida. You are absolutely right. V Coolwater says, will anything come from racial discrimination? Will anything come from the racial discrimination lawsuit involving the NFL? And are you talking about the guy who was supposed to he got okey doked out of a coaching job? But let's see this. And guys, the NFL, the NBA, that is all. As far as I'm concerned, that is all slavery. Anytime you got somebody who's called an owner, and the only thing that's different is they call the players players instead of calling them slaves. Okay, but the owners can do whatever they want to and don't have to. It's slavery. Okay, it's slavery, and we have got to extract ourselves. It doesn't matter that these guys get $1 million. They still are not in control of their own lives. Somebody owns them. Yeah, they may be rich, but you think about that. Someone owns you. You're not a person. You're property. And everybody has to see that. These people who become multimillionaires, and I'm not going to call them sellouts because they're not all sellouts, but this is putting a price tag on yourself to allow someone else to say that they own you. Just think about that. Just think about it. Um, so here's the question. Will anything come from the racial discrimination lawsuit? Yes or no? Will anything happen with racism in sports? Golly, yeah. First card, and it's got money attached to it. So, yeah, it's got money attached to it. We're going to see things change. We're going to see things change, but we got to go through this hard stuff first. Okay. Liz L says California youth are automatically registered to vote when they get their driver's licenses, even if they're not of age to vote. These kids will automatically be registered once they turn 18, and that is the best thing that any city or state could do to engage young people. Then they don't have to do anything but just show up and vote. Jasmine says, I don't like to listen to these readers who keep saying things are going to be rosy and we shouldn't worry. Not sure which angels they are channeling. Pray tell, baby 45. Not all of them, Jasmine. And I'm going to say something because I know I have other readers that listen to me. Some people really are afraid to give to tell the truth because bad news is unpleasant. Some people, when they see a bad card come up, you know, and they won't read it, or they'll skip over it or try to find a way to make it a rosy ending. We have to know where we were, where we're coming from, and where we're going. Us here in this body, this image that we are in, our genome is the result of eons of evolution, different types of people throughout the years. This planet has ended multiple times. You don't see any T-Rexes walking around, okay? Nobody alive has ever seen a T-Rex, but we know that they were once here. Nobody alive has ever seen a human that's 30 feet tall, but we know that they were once here. None of us knows how the pyramids were built, but we see them. We understand that they got here somewhere. And all those people kind of disappeared. The earth has been made and remade and remade and remade. And we are the latest installment. We will change from this form to our next. There's no reason to be afraid. This has happened over and over and over and over again. We are evolving into our next episode. We cannot maintain life as it is now. Our planet will become inhospitable. We can only survive on a temperature about 125, 130 before we just start to perish. Okay? Don't be afraid. This is not the first time this has happened. This is the first time that you are awake and aware and seeing it. Don't close your eyes. We can change what we can change. We can ease ourselves into the transition by doing the work that we need to do. And it's literally working on ourselves, changing our biases, learning how to live in love, looking at people as an extension of ourselves, not as strangers, not as foes or enemies. This is the change that we are being tasked to do, to look at ourselves, to look at our hearts, and to evolve into loving creatures, angelic beings, if you want to call it that. Don't be afraid though. Okay, bye Risa. Go get that baby. All right. Okay, guys, and I know I've been on here for a little while. Um, the last question I had was about Biden and his next round of sanctions about Vlad's kids and stuff like that. Will it help? All of these sanctions are helping because they are hurting Russia in a lot of little ways. They are also hurting us too, because when we sanction somebody, we change how we get goods as well, how we send and receive goods. So sanctions are a double-edged sword. It serves to hurt somebody, but in return, whatever we were getting from them, we no longer get from them. So we hurt ourselves as well. These sanctions are effective though, because people who the sanctions are on aren't free to spend or be or whatever willy-nilly. So yes, they do help, but they hurt us in the interim. All right. Um, I'm gonna refrain from the weather because I can't. I can't. I just uh, I can't. It's just Mother Nature is on one, and I ain't gonna even try to explain it. Be prepared for anything. The one thing that I've been saying since winter, this whole for the next forever, keep a blanket, water, something to snack on in your car all the time in case you get stranded or stuck. That will be something to keep you sustained until help can arrive. Okay. I love you guys. I love you. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. Love on yourself. Love on yourself. Forgive all those people that you have hard feelings against. Try to rebuild your familial tribe. Smooth over those rough edges. Apologize to family members, even if it's not your fault. If it will smooth the road and bring people back together, you can quibble about who's right and who's wrong later. Find peace, find love. I love you guys. Please drop me some questions in the description box down below for Monday's show. I love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And have a fantastic weekend, guys. Bye bye.